Hey folks, left-leaning politicians and economists like Gary Stevenson want you to think that their diagnosis of the problem is the right problem and that equality or income or inequality is the biggest problem facing society, and that can only be solved by taxing the rich, creating a wealth tax. Here's why they're wrong. First of all, wealth tax have not worked in any country that has tried to establish them. It has an effect of driving out talent rather than retaining talent. Secondly, inequality isn't the key problem. Poverty is the key problem. And on poverty scores, economies have done a very good job of reducing poverty, and we should be focused on poverty and we should try and address poverty. But equality, which is to say kind of everybody should have the average or everybody should have the same, that's just an implausible notion to begin with. Let's break this down in a way that we can, appreciate in terms of entertainers. Do you know there's like 9 or 10 billionaire entertainers around the world? If I look at the list, it's Steven Spielberg, $7 billion, George Lucas, $5 billion, Oprah Winfrey, $3 billion. The list goes on. It's got Jay-Z, Taylor Swift, Tyler Perry, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Springsteen, Jerry Seinfeld. What's common in that list of people is, number one, they're all self-made. Number two, they're hugely talented. Number three, they have a wide audience for the products that they're creating. They create a product that appeals to everybody. Now, they are exceptional talents, and this is the great diversity of humans. There are some amongst our world, I'm not one of them, who are hugely talented and they create great content, and we freely pay to listen to their music or to go watch their shows or to go watch the latest Star Wars movie. So who then is to decide that their wealth should be taken from them, that they earned from us freely giving them money because of their products, and then distributing it amongst every entertainer around the world? That's, as you can see, that's just a naive notion. Everybody should pay their fair share of taxes, but just because you have gotten a great, talent, a great, prodigious work ethic, and you're creating content that people want and they come and pay for you, doesn't mean all of that should be taken away and given to somebody else. That's just not how markets or society functions. These socio-economic politicians want you to believe that way, but that is not the right way to think about it. The right way to think about it is fix absolute poverty. But the reason why they want you to think about inequality is there's never a shortage of ultra successful people for them to point at and say, this person is evil, they have more than their fair share, some of that belongs to you. It doesn't. We can all appreciate the people that I listed, right, as the talented of our time who've done incredibly well. If we were around 200-300 years ago, we could have been saying Mozart is incredibly talented. And we talk about Mozart, but we don't talk about other 10-year-old individual kids who weren't as a prodigy like Mozart. So we have to acknowledge that just by nature of who we are, talents are not evenly distributed to begin with, and therefore results aren't. And there's no society in the world where taking from people who've earned their success is the right answer for society. That's just my view.